They scare me.
They can be scary, but you know, horses, you have to show them that you're the boss. You gotta be like, I'm the boss.
Yep.
I'm the leader. And then they won't mess with you.
Do you tell men that? You know how to be the leader?
Yeah. Who's the boss, honey?
She knows how to finish strong, okay? She's a good rider. She knows
listen,
how to ride it.
I know how to ride. I know how to finish, and that's all that matters.
Most guys are kind of like, oh, she never wants to get on top. But if a guy knows you're a rider, that you're an equestrian. Welcome back. It's your host, Hallismmith, for another episode of Girl Core. Today, I am joined by a bombshell. Her name is Leah.
Hi.
She is more than a bop. She's a lawyer. She's an equestrian. She has a lot to talk about today. Guys, when I first was stalking her, I was looking at her page and endless ideas flowing. I was like, I have shit to say to this girl. I have questions myself. So Leah, please give us a little background.
I do have to clarify, legally, I'm not technically an attorney. I haven't taken the bar yet. I'm going to take the bar exams. A little smart, not super smart, but a little bit. Not an attorney yet, but I did graduate law school, so I am a juris doctor.
Like it's hard. Like it's hard. Now, you also are in the law world. How does that interfere with being a bop? What is your kind of plans for that?
So actually, there are a lot more law bops than you think. Most law bops have a secret hidden name.
Secret profile. Yeah. Honestly, who
Yeah.
would know better how to hide an identity than a lawyer and keep it on the deal?
Absolutely. But listen, do you know how girls have an OnlyFans and have a law degree?
Passive income. Passive income.
I'm not the only one.
No, and that we were literally just saying this because I was like, bop lets you do other shit. I love to read. I love to write. I love to do all this other shit. And then I've got a steady income. And you're hot. It's easy. We do a little, shaking the girlies. I do have to admit, we made a little fun video before this.
We did.
We did a little girl video. We had some fun on the bed and our little Christmas outfits. It was cute. We will add that down below. You can find it on the links. But we're like naughty elf or Mrs. Claus. I'm indecisive.
I like the elf.
She's the naughty elf because it's a green. You guys, if you watch the video, she think it's a green outfit, but I can't tell. But
it's cute.
It's naughty elf, and I'm a present because I'm just like in a bow.
Unwrap the present.
We have a present in the elf, so we had some fun smooching, and we really bonded before this.
No, we did. We talked a lot. We had a great time. I thought the video fantastic.
Chef's kiss.
Check it out.
Sometimes we make a video and you're like, shit, was I being awkward? But no, we got into it. Besides just knowing her legal jargon, girl loves to ride horses.
I like to ride.
I felt like she was gonna guys. I sent her like a little outline for the podcast, and I was like, she's gonna think I'm making her a horse girl. But I just had so many horse jokes because she's an equestrian.
I'm a horse girl.
She is a horse girl. I like that you embrace it. I feel like girls back in the day were bullied.
I do embrace it. And you know what? Horse girls used to be weird. Now, thanks to Bella Hadid and Kendall Jenner, we are not weird anymore. We're actually freaking cool.
She makes me want to go to the rodeo. I've seen Bella riding her horsey.
So fun.
I'm not like a southern girl, but you have a little bit of that southern roots in you.
I'm a southern belle. Central Florida born and raised. Polk County, baby. We're plugging that. Listen.
I love
it. Listeners, they're going to be like, holy shit, this girl from Polk County. I don't claim it all the time, but I'll claim it right now.
Would you say like your hometown is known for being just like super country? What's the vibe?
Oh my God. I think it used to be the meth capital of this United States, right? Someone needs to back me up somewhere in the comments. I don't know. But no, I think it was concrete cowboy redneck.
Oh, I love that. The redneck jungle. I forget that sometimes Florida sounds like a separate country.
Oh, it is.
I feel like it's not even America. I'm like, this is not America. Went to Miami and I was like, what? And then I explored more outside and I was like, I don't feel like I'm in the country of the USA.
No, Florida is 3 different countries in one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you break up Florida?
I would say South Florida is Cuba.
Okay.
South Florida is Cuba. I would say Central Florida is definitely like tourist, a little bit of a lot of northern
like Orlando and stuff, Disney World.
And then North Florida is the South.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah. It's closer to Georgia and Tennessee. Tampa, Tennessee.
Well, Tennessee, you got Georgia, you got Alabama.
And now we're doing a geography lesson because sometimes I'm a bimbo, and that's why we have a lawyer here today. Tennessee. Louisiana. That's what's next to Alabama. Yeah. I am a West Coast girly, and although I learned all about the 50 states, and I still know that stupid song. Did you guys have to learn? It's like, here's Honolulu, Hawaii's a joy.
I never learned
Mississippi,
that.
South Carolina with Columbia down there. You had to learn all the 50 states.
Listen.
And their capitals. We aren't educated in America.
Polk County is not. No, I didn't learn that. I did not learn that.
Like my country bumpkin town is not learning the 50 States song. It's like this cracked out wannabe Mickey Mouse character.
Oh.
And all the teachers, it's kind of like a fever dream. If I saw this video nowadays, I will plug a little clip for you guys to see. It's insane. But okay, so you're a lawyer. You're from a hoedown town. Is your family proud of you being a lawyer? I feel like that's a big thing.
Oh, so my parents definitely wanted me to get the law degree. I think once I become an actual attorney and I have passed that bar, it's going to be a huge relief. It was such a long journey. It was hell. And you know what though? I'm going to say this. I'm debt free.
Yes. Free. No shame. And honestly, like debt is ugly. And you're taking that into marriages. If you're a bot who has all your debt cleared, you have a good job lined up, you're a beautiful, smart woman versus a girl who has $100,000 worth of credit debt and loans are never going to get paid off. I don't know. I don't
have any debt and I have a Juris Doctor.
Financially savvy. Bops are just financially savvy girls, you know? We saw an opportunity. Very smart. I think we get put down a lot. We're bimbo. I guess we're bimbos. Okay. Yes. Sometimes our brains are turned off. You'll see us in videos. Eyes are glazed. Nothing's behind that. But other times we can be smart and have fun doing it. Wow. I'm so happy for you. It sounds like where you came from, that you are in a good position. You brought yourself up well and have that strong foundation to go do whatever you want and to have fun with it and ride your horses. It's an expensive sport. I don't know how it works though, like growing up maybe in a more country town.
I would say growing up in Polk County, it's definitely a little bit more accessible than the rich Wellington and all that. It is more accessible. It is still expensive. There is no doubt about it. Listen, I'm going to put it into perspective. No, I'm in the cheap area. All right. If I got rid of my horse, which I'm not going to, I could definitely get a G-Wagon. Okay. And I could buy a couple designer purses each month. All right. So it's not cheap, but it's great for the soul. It's great for the soul.
I can see you're just connecting with a very big beast that's out of your control and you submit to the horse, but you also learn how to train a horse and learn a lot of good values.
I sacrificed the G-Wagons for
But I think girls in the horse riding outfit look so hot. Those equestrian pants, the boots.
Oh my God.
I would go sometimes down to Malibu, and they have a lot of horseback riding there.
They do.
So you'll see like the little rich mommies, the Malibu mommies coming in, the little equestrian boots. I think those are their wearable boots because lots of riders don't like to wear the actual boots and they have like their fancy looking boots, like show boots. I love the look. I even see girls cutting up their Louis Vuitton bags sometimes.
Yeah,
and creating saddles. It's insane. It's a world.
Crazy in the horse world.
Were you bullied for being a horse girl ever, or are you gonna come from a country town?
You know what? I never was because I came from a country town, and so. But no, actually, I take that back. So I came from a country town. For my people, a Western saddle is like the cowboy saddle. So I came from the cowboy town where they raised cows and did orange groves. I didn't ride like a cowboy. I rode like a British person. Fancy shit.
I love watching British, like old colonial movies and things. I just watched Pride and Prejudice, which kind of counts. So I feel like I know that horse trot you're speaking of so well.
So I do the hoity-toity riding.
Oh, I love that. Riding. She's riding fancy, guys. She's not a trashy girl riding that horse.
Well, you know what? In the fancy riding, this is what we're told. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm locked in.
Shoulders like a queen.
Oh.
Hips like a whore.
Hips like a whore. Are we trademarking that for the bedroom? Because that's what she's doing. That makes sense. Tits up and hips a wiggling.
Shoulders proud, hips moving.
Wow. Would you say you have loose, open hips?
Oh, I have great hips, honey.
Guys, I already got some, but I'm going to get some more after this. When you're writing and obviously girls in the bedroom feel like their hips get super tight. It's uncomfortable. Obviously, you know thing about how to loosen up your hips. What do you do as an equestrian?
I get on the horse and this is how, and I do it before I did it before we went in the bedroom.
Lock in.
Take your leg and
pop it.
It stretches it, loosens it up. I know it's a little weird, but
I will be doing. You're gonna see me before the bedroom. 1 second, babe. I'm gonna pop this out real quickly to get more wider. And because I tell girls that too, knees not together when you're riding them. You want them farther in the bedroom.
Yeah,
you have more mobility. I see, and that's why you want your shoulders open, like a, what do you say? Shoulders like a queen?
Shoulders like a queen, hips
shoulders
like a
queen, hips like a whore. I love that. And then when you're keeping rhythm, because you're doing a proper riding, that probably takes more muscle control. How are you keeping your, girls get tired up top. They feel like their rhythm's weird.
Listen, it's a lot of core work. I'm not going to lie. It is good to do Pilates and yoga, but it really is a lot of core work. You want to suck in, tighten those core muscles. Okay. And then you want to rock back and forth with the horse. Rocking with the horse. Yeah.
So you're kind of in rhythm with them.
You're in rhythm. So you're riding. Yeah.
Does that actually help you in the bedroom? Do you feel like guys are like, oh, you know how to be on top?
Absolutely, it helps you.
You're like trying to get the rocking.
Grinding.
Oh, like a pelvic. You're really working it.
Exactly.
Do guys hit on you because you're an equestrian? They think you're good in the bedroom? Yeah. They're like, I want to see you on top, baby girl.
They're like, come ride me, Italian. Oh my Lord.
So would you say that obviously riding horses, it's a good hobby and people really like to, sexualize it, but how is the actual riding community? Are they good, nice? I mean, obviously it's a very snooty world too.
It's a snooty world, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very closed world. I tell people all the time, I wouldn't have known how to get into the horse world if I wasn't born into it.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
And I think now with social media, it is becoming easier to get into because you can just ask someone, look it up, no big deal. But back in the day, 10, 20 years ago, I mean, you kind of just had to be, it's very word of mouth.
I grew up skiing and snowboarding.
Okay.
And if you didn't learn that, like, yes, you can learn as an adult, but it's expensive. It hurts. It's painful. You don't know where to go. You got to drive in snow. But being in a family that grew up doing that, I know how to drive in the snow, the equipment. Yeah. And I've did the rough years. When I was eating shit and falling snowboarding, I did it when I was like 4. I started when I was 4. So I was barely walking. Like I didn't remember shit. But now if I was an adult, I would not do that. It looks scary and painful. I have no experience with horses, never ridden a horse, never done anything. Great. I'm scared of horses. They scare me.
They can be scary, but horses, you have to show them that you're the boss. You gotta be like, I'm the boss. I'm the leader. And then they won't mess with you.
Do you tell men that? You know how to be the leader?
Yeah. You know who's the boss, honey.
She knows how to finish strong, okay? She's a good rider. She knows how to ride it.
I know how to ride it. I know how to finish, and that's all that matters.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's pretty good though, because honestly, most guys are kind of, like, oh, she never wants to get on top. But if a guy knows you're a rider, that you're an equestrian, damn, why were we bullying horse girls? Specifically, why were guys bullying horse girls?
They're jealous.
They're jealous. Like, while they're hating, I don't think, like, obviously, I kind of grew up in the field, lots of farm workers where I went to high school. We had more like ranchero, Mexican, Latino, not like the American cowboy. We had the ranchero cowboy.
I'm going to tell you this about American cowboys.
Yep.
Brokeback Mountain is not that far off.
Really?
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Surprised.
Those tight jeans. They're almost like, sometimes I feel like they're with men all the time. Tight outfits.
I'm telling you, most cowboys
are gay?
They're swinging for the other parties.
Yeah. Cowboys are DL.
A lot.
That would make sense because I feel like lots of cowboys are aggressive towards women and don't like women.
No, you get the Southern gentlemen. They show up in the door.
Have you seen the movie The Longest Ride? Because it's so good. You need to watch it. It's a cowboy. He's a bull rider. So yes.
Oh, bull riders.
I think it's written by Nicholas Sparks. Like that main writer. I think it's written by him. Who is usually known for killing off everybody. But this is actually one, like, people do die, but this is one of the happier ones. This is one of the happier ones.
Good.
I think it's called The Longest Ride. It's with this blonde girl. I think they're in Georgia. She meets him. She's in college. She goes to a rodeo and meets the bull rider. It makes you want to ride a bull. I saw that when I was 15 and I felt things I've never felt.
It's so manly. It's so masculine. It's a man.
It hits to the female gaze like nothing else. And they're literally thrusting and riding the cowboy image. And I love a very masculine man. In the bedroom, I've talked about before, I'm submissive. I like to be taken. I want a manly man who's going to do that and who feels like, like he's going to...
Well, if they're not a man...
I want him to be hungry. I want him to devour me. Insatiable. Passion. We're literally giving guys the blueprint to how to be hotter. But I love the cowboy aesthetic. I feel like it's something to lean into. Even if you're not from that area, screw it. Wear the pressed jeans, the cornstarch jeans with the boots and a little tucked in top.
I've hooked up with one cowboy, one true cowboy. Not a concrete cowboy.
No.
One true cowboy in my life. It was so hot, him picking me up from the bar and he was like jacked up at 250. Thank you.
I've never been with a guy with a truck because, well, once again, guys, I'm from California. Yes, we do have lots of truck guys. Yeah. But I have to admit, like, my dating preference back in my younger days was not like, we're by the beach, lots of coastal boys, surfer boys, skaters, like more that vibe. So I was very beachy.
Surfer boys.
What? You gotta dabble. The great thing about surfer boys is I feel like they're like cowboys. So they're like, let me show you how to ride a horse. Let me show you.
They're the West Coast cowboys.
They're the West Coast cowboys. They're like, let me take you to the beach. You're gonna be like in the back of like we have like vans. Lots of guys have vans.
For the surfboard.
But I've never been in the back of a surfer's van. That I have not. We literally all know, like, there were certain guys in high school who were surfers and had vans, and we were like, that shit's ran through. That shit, you're gonna catch an STD if you sit on that couch. It's terrible.
It's like a finance bros BMW. You know, it's all ran.
Deals are happening in more ways than one.
Love that. I love that.
Well, you now need to watch The Cowboy, The Longest Ride. I'm not sure if it's accurate. Have you seen also the other one, The Hunting Wives? Have you seen that?
Oh my god, I love the Hunting one.
That one.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I'm sure it has to be.
Come on.
If
If we have gay cowboy husbands and forgotten wives, and the women are all together 24/7.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we all know what's happening at high. You know, sometimes younger girls at sleepovers, we're getting frisky with each other. You know, things making out, we'll spin the bottle with each other. Guys weren't always there. So I'm not surprised.
And listen, you're rich. You know, your husbands are gone. What else are you gonna do?
I mean, they were never there. And technically, in like the show Hunting Wives, they're in an open relationship. So it doesn't really matter. How is your dating life right now? How's your love life? I mean, you're a bombshell. I feel like you're intimidating to guys.
I definitely am intimidating. So currently it's ass.
Oh, good. Like, is the bar low? Are men not putting in the effort?
Bar is so low.
Yep.
These guys just want to go and they don't want to put in effort. They just want to hook up. They're talking to 20 other women at the same time. They don't show up on time. They don't plan a nice date.
No.
It's just really weird. It's like, where are the men? The men are gone.
Like, where is stepping up to the plate? Where are you going to plan and do things? My love language is acts of service. So I want a man to plan. I can plan, do all that, but I don't want to. I want to be wooed. I want to be wooed.
That's the whole point.
Men are like the princess treatment. They want to be the princess.
Now.
I'm like, if you give me princess treatment on the streets, I will be your freak in the sheets. That's all, man. That's what guys don't get nowadays. I'm like, if you want her to be that best in the bedroom and give you everything, you need to step up during daily life. That's what women want. We're not saying you can't enjoy yourself and be a little prince in the bedroom.
Absolutely. Men don't realize that women respond to how they are treated. If you treat them well, they will treat you well.
We're not as dumb as they think. We know men have rosters nowadays. You obviously, though, have been in a very rich environment as a horse rider, doing equestrian. How do you feel about dating older men in the scene?
I've gone on some dates with some men who maybe are 20, 25 years my senior, because now I have the whole entire age range.
So you can go low.
I can go high. I can go really high.
I see girls saying that they like to date younger men and when they're a little bit like older, just because they feel like they siphon younger guys' energy.
I know what you're talking about.
Talking about she siphons younger guys' energy. And I feel like now that I think about it, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Being with certain people, an older guy, siphon your energy. They take your youth, your ideas, your passion.
And then they throw you away.
What is your advice for girls to how to pick up a rich older man? First of all, where do you go to find a rich older man?
This is so multifaceted. I feel like a lot of the dating coaches out there right now are like, oh, just go sit at a bar. No,
that doesn't
don't
make
go
sense.
sit at a bar, you fucking loser. You're not a loser.
But no, as somebody, okay, so this is funny, but like obviously, like I have a lot of alcoholism in my family, and my past alcohol drinking. They're like, that's the worst place. They're like, he probably has bad habits. If he's distinctly in a bar, you don't want to find him there.
You do not want to get the regular at the bar.
No. Even if he's rich and well off, like he probably has a bad mental health and bad health himself.
There's something in his history that's just probably not the best. No, I would say go to like nicer places, you know, a nice polo tournament. This is a big one that I love.
We have so many polo tournaments in California. Ladies, polo tournaments, rich men.
Polo season is coming up. Jumping season, right? All those jumping shows. Something else that's really big in Florida and California too. A private pilot. All those old men, they're retired. You know what they do? They go and they get their pilot's license. Why? Because they can't.
Because why not? Bored. They're rich. I'm like, ladies, also car shows.
Rich
older men at car shows. Porsches, Corvettes, and I'm talking vintage, not like new money, not new money cars.
You don't want the new money.
This is old, very expensive, made in England, OG cars. They go to these car shows, the aviation. These are the places to meet the older rich men. I'm tired of hearing like, just go to a really nice fancy restaurant. They're just gonna think you're selling.
Exactly. You are going to look like you're selling at the bar.
That is somebody who worked at a fine dining restaurant for years. Any rich woman in the room or rich man in the room, we have a hot young lady at a bar.
You know what they're there for.
We all assume. Even the servers were like, okay, girl, who's it gonna be? Which man are you picking?
It looks like you are selling.
It does.
You know what? It doesn't look like you are selling when you're at a polo tournament wearing a cute little day dress. If you're going to an aviation event, right? Sun and fun.
Yep.
Go somewhere.
Catch them in their happy place.
Yeah.
Catch these rich older men where they're in a good mood, where they want to talk and socialize. Sometimes they just need a drink at the bar. They're tired. They had a long day. They're trying to take their stress out and just go to Pound Town. They're old and tired.
Exactly. You have to be in the environment that those men are in.
Even ski slopes. Amazing place. He's active. Yes, money. It's not cheap. If you see him in a bar, that's the one bar I would say, because the lodge, rich men in ski lodges, it's the place. And it's an ambiance. It's a vibe. It's like going to a private, like a Soho house, like a country club house. Ski lodges are. It's a different. And trust me, you will know when you just follow that laugh. Follow that rich man laugh in the ski lodge.
Rich man laugh.
When you see he's wearing very nice, like Montclair, okay, if you know the ski brands, do some research, some nicer ones. You have to know,
You do have to,
because they can fool you. He can be wearing a super nice outfit, but you don't know the brands. He might not be, but men can buy. They can buy fake shit too, but most likely older guys.
I've seen some men buy some fake shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. I feel like that could be a thing in Florida because of all the, you know.
Definitely a thing. Beware of Florida scammers. I will say this till the day that I die. If you want a man to buy you a pony, you need to make sure that he either has a Porsche or a Ferrari. Why? There's legit studies. I'm pretty sure. self studies. If they own a Porsche or a Ferrari, because the logos are horses, so they're more likely to own a horse, right? So they're gonna buy a horse. Exactly. You gotta find out the Porsche,
and then you gotta maybe look at the Porsche model, like GT, GTX, because they can have a low end Porsche, like the cheapest thing you can find, or they can have the turbo and all the easiest thing, ladies, that I've learned. If you're looking at a guy's car and you want to know if he has money, if he has one pipe, not the richest one. If the car has 2 to 3 to 4 pipes, now we're talking. Now you know that's a rich car. Because I don't know shit about cars. Maybe I know turbo and that's about it.
I love a car guy. I dated a car guy. He was interesting.
They might love the car a little more than you, but it's a give and take.
They love themselves and they love that car.
Yeah, it is their baby. And they will get mad if you fuck up their car. So be polite in the car.
Oh, I will pick you out by your car. I know exactly who you are by the car.
Yeah. I have to say, guys, she drives a big ass truck. She pulled up and I was like, holy shit. Like, who is that? Big truck.
Me and my little truck.
The girl is very petite little girl and hops out of this 4x4. I love it. I think it's so hot. Next time you see us, we're gonna make content in her truck.
Yes. God.
We're gonna go to like a field or something. We'll find a field and make some truck.
Every time I'm at the gas station and I'm like pumping gas, people are like, oh, is that your husband's truck? Is that your boyfriend's truck? Dad's truck?
I'm bad too, because that's my first assumption. My dog sitter drives a big ass truck. And I'm like, it must be her dad's. Yeah, no, tiny girl too. And I'm like, it must be her dad's. A big ass 4x4. These little girls, her Lululemon gold matching set and her slick back pulls up in a 4x4. And I'm like, okay.
I love it.
I'm behind. But when it talks about cars and things, how do you pull the rich man? What is the etiquette? Do they like you to be more submissive? What energy are you putting off for them?
This is fun. You want the real tea? I'm sugarcoating real tea. Real rich men, not fake, not scammer. Real rich men. They want you to look submissive, put together, and intelligent on the outside.
Yep.
Now, when you are in that bedroom, most of them I have found are more submissive themselves.
Oh.
Because it's a break from their reality.
Exactly. They're so powerful. They're so in charge. They always have to be on in a different way. And I feel like that's honestly like me as a very independent woman. I'm very on. So in the bedroom, I just want to be taken.
Exactly. Yep. And I swear on my life, almost every single truly rich man that I've ever met, their break from being dominant is in the bedroom with you.
No, so rich men are simps.
Rich men are simps. Rich men are simps, and they will treat you very well if they are a true, rich, nice.
Well, you know how to handle and control a beast. You're an equestrian. You know how to handle
man is a beast.
You know how to ride that all night long and be sore the next day.
Yeah.
But when you're actually is somebody I am not super dominant. What are your tips for being more dominant towards a simp man or just in the bedroom? How do you step in?
It depends how simp they
Handcuffs?
Oh.
The fluffy handcuffs?
Listen. You want some real tea? If I say this, y'all are going to know who it is.
Yeah.
But I dated a man who was very manly. He looked like a lumberjack. He was in the military. Okay. And that man liked to be handled.
Military men. We have this a lot in California because we have a lot of bases and things. And everybody's like, military men are such subs. They're such little simps.
Little simps.
Yeah. There's so many DL, like so many secretly bi. It's just like funny because these so-called macho super roles, and they want to just be petted and loved and adored.
Because again, they're out every day. They're so dominant 24/7 that in the bedroom. And of course, you know, they can still be dominant in the bedroom.
No, of course, you can be versed. You can be switched. Some days you just want to be lazy.
Exactly. But no, they'll let you get on top.
How do you talk to them? What do you like to say or do?
I like to boss them around a little bit.
Okay.
You know? I like to be the boss. And here's the thing. I feel like naturally those men flock to me because they'll be like, oh, she has a law degree, so she's already probably a little bit bossier.
Yep.
And they've never been wrong.
And I feel like lots of lawyers know what they want. Like lawyers aren't like, maybe like I have a law friend and she is straightforward to the point, has no sympathy. She just says what she feels and does what she wants. Love her. I am the complete opposite. I'm so empathetic. I'm like, but that's going to make them feel bad. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Why does this matter? So you're bossing them around. You're telling them what to do. Like, what is a phrase?
Like, I'm very polite.
They're on the bed. He's sitting in front of us. What are you going to say to him?
I'm just like, lay down, baby.
Oh.
Lay down.
Like, just relax.
Like,
take it
lay
easy.
Down, do this, roll, like, you know, I'm going to start directing you a little bit because they want to release too. Now, listen, I love when a manly man comes in and he tells me what to do a little bit, right? But it has to be, for me, it has to be done the right way. So if they're too bossy, I'm going to be like, no, you don't tell me what to do.
Then you're a brat.
Exactly. Exactly. So for me to be submissive, it has to be exactly the right
And it has to feel authentic from
Very
sometimes
authentic.
it feels too poser, like he just thinks is what girls want. It has to come from their chest. Like that man means he has to sell me on the idea. It's like a bad actor. I don't buy what he's acting. Like I want to be sold that man is actually going to throw me around, do as he wishes, and please me and have fun. Right. So the rich men are simps. They're going to the rich, expensive events, skis, polos. Who has been your favorite rich man, and how did that work out for you?
My favorite rich man. My favorite rich man was in aviation. This is where I got that tip from. He was great. He treated me so well. He was such a simp. He was such a simp. He even let it show in public sometimes. He catered to my every whim.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he was.
Did he take you to the Mile High Club? Did you enter that?
I didn't. Mile High Club. You know what though? I need to find another man in aviation to take me there.
I want to go too. I haven't joined the Mile High Club. Obviously, I will not be with the pilot. I'll be in the back seat with somebody in the jet. So
wait, they have that Mile High Club thing that you can play in Vegas. Yes.
I think I literally saw this because I interviewed a bop. She's been on the podcast and she did the Mile High thing. Honey Brooks did the Mile High Club there.
I want to do it. They give you like a bed, right?
It's like a red. She posted it. It was like roses. And she actually made it with the other girl that I interviewed.
That'd be a fun video. God, I need to watch this video.
I literally went to Vegas and didn't even do that. I missed it. I saw a burlesque show. It was beautiful. It was amazing. You're a lawyer. You're dating rich men. You're finding rich men. How do you feel about prenuptial agreements? The prenup.
Love a prenup. A lot of people hate me when I say this. I love a prenup. And women, no, this is not advice and I'm not an attorney. You need to understand that a prenup will save you. It will help you. Because when that man goes and does some fuck shit, you never know.
Your love is in the moment right now. Your love is not going to transcend time because you don't know what's going to happen. And that is one thing that people really forget about love. Love changes so many times. And as somebody who's dated and been in high school, puppy love, and relationships, the one thing you can say about your love life, whatever you feel like, oh, they're going to love me forever. It is in that moment. In that moment. You can never predict the future.
And I'm going to say this. While you are in love, be smart and get him while it's good.
Yes.
Get him while it's good.
I think that's literally in the song by Marilyn Monroe. She's like, when the stocks are high, he's your guy. But when they start to drop, it's time to go. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. That's the song. What are you adding into a prenup? If you were to have a prenup, what would you put in it as somebody who understands law? Or just like what you want?
That's a hard question. Look, I definitely would want some kind of housing stability listed in the prenup. Because I've seen so many people go through divorces and that is so rough. Where do I live? Where do I go? Do I get a house? If you're a stay-at-home mom, it's awful. So for me, I think number one would be some kind of housing stability. If I had children, I would want like,
that protection.
I would want like a lump sum payment for each kid.
No, that's actually really smart because as somebody with a single mother and like my parents get along. but money is still money at the end of the day.
It's money.
And it's hard. Like, yes, in America, we have child support, so they have to pay a certain amount, but that's honestly not a livable wage. For two kids, I remember my single mom being like, I need more money. And like, you know, when you have to ask your ex-husband that constantly, it becomes a problem. Whereas it was just by law, you don't have a choice. Here it is. It keeps each side, it keeps it less dirty because nobody wants to fight about money after the relationship's over.
And that's actually a really good point. It keeps things from getting dirty. Don't ever marry someone you wouldn't want to be divorced from.
Oh, that.
Never.
It's, as somebody with divorced parents, I love them so much. And like, they get along. We've gone on family trips my whole life. But nonetheless, divorce changes things. Even when you love each other and are still good friends after, they still have those old tit for tats. Like, oh, when they do this, they do that. So you never know how nasty somebody can get. Luckily, I had very easy parents, but I've seen some friends horrific. They can't speak to each other without a lawyer. So you never know what somebody's going to turn into.
Prenups are a tool. They are not scary. They are there to help you get what you need and what you want.
Exactly. Do you feel like this is for everybody, any relationship, not just the rich and wealthy?
$1 million to me or to you, it might be a lot. It might not be a lot. So $500 to someone might be a lot.
Totally.
It might not be a lot to Bill Gates. But to me, $500, I'm like,
could do a lot with $500.
That's for everyone. Yes, absolutely for everyone.
And I think even if you're in a perfect marriage, never take it personal. Like, if you're served prenup papers, girl, guy, whoever, sign the papers, have your lawyer look it over. You can get free legal consultation to look over it and to add in things. Can you add in a cheating clause? Is that a real thing? I feel like I've seen it in movies like, if he cheats, you get it all. Can you add in loopholes?
I know that Florida doesn't have a cheating at fault thing.
California doesn't either, because they're used to the cheaters. They're like, those bitches are going to cheat, you know, the celebrities.
Listen, guys, I'm not an attorney, but I don't know if you can add that into a prenup. You actually might be able to.
And there's also like different studies of law, guys. I'm asking her major. Like, these are broad. Like, there are so many different segments of law.
Ask me after February when I take the bar. I'll know.
Exactly.
But you might be able to.
That would be interesting. So ladies, if you think your man is sneaky or you might be marrying rich, older, who's to say? You could turn 25.
I've seen it.
Never know. I think for the young women, lots of rich men marry young models, things like that. You got to be protected. It's good.
I would definitely add in a cheating clause.
If you cheat, you get less or I get more, an extra 100,000. Something fair, you know?
The house, baby.
So I have a good hypothetical for you. Your date lied about being rich and having a lot of money. Is that ground for a small claims court? If you got married, he's like, I'm a millionaire. You think you're marrying into money. Can you sue him? Can you do a small claims for lying, but like promising something before a marriage that wasn't there? Or did you just get screwed?
I think realistically, you just got screwed. Oof. But you know what? If I was vindictive enough, fuck yeah, I would sue.
Yeah, if you can, you never know what might happen in court, because especially you don't know if like the jury might be on your side. You might just have a good case lawyer.
A ring is a promise, right? So that's why if you get engaged and then you break up the engagement, you have to give the ring back because you broke the contract. But if you get married, you can keep the ring because that contract you held up your end of the deal, right? So I'm wondering if you tell someone you're rich.
Is that like a scam? And how would you say, what are your signs? You said certain cars and finding a rich man if he can buy you a horse. How do you actually, a few signs you have for actually a rich man that aren't faking it, you know? So ladies they think they got them a baller. He pulls up in the old Porsche. He has all the signs. They met at the Polo.
Listen.
But how to actually know?
Listen, I've never met a financially stable rich man who is flashy. So if he is too flashy, if he is decked out in nothing but logos, he is broke as hell and he has credit card debt. Now, those guys wearing a plain t-shirt, but nice.
Yes.
Nice plain t-shirt. Yes. Nice pants, right? Those are usually the ones that have a good bank account. You don't necessarily want the guy that's low in money.
No, exactly. You know? Even if he has the money, he might be an overspender. And I honestly think about like California, we have a lot of rich blue collar people, AC owners, plumbing companies.
Oh my God.
Money is there. Yeah. You would not think that man is well off, but he's just fine in his cargo shorts and t-shirt. So you never know. There's blue collar and then there's classic, older, well-off money.
Absolutely.
But there's a few signs. You'll never know.
Signs. Don't ever do the flashy.
Exactly. Don't stay away from that. No. It's not good. All right, guys. It's that segment, rapid fire Q&A. So let's get straight to the point. First celebrity crush.
Edward Cullen.
Oh, look at his Robert Pattinson, Edward Cullen.
I called him his fake name. Never mind.
Edward, because Robert Pattinson, like, I like him, but I like Edward Cullen more. That's insane. Team Edward. I literally just got a Twilight mug yesterday in the mail. I ordered, and it's a new moon cup with Edward on it.
I love it.
Guys, you stole my answer. Okay. Pound town on a first date, yes or no?
No.
Yeah.
Work for it, baby.
If she's playing the long game with the rich ones, would you say rich guys want first date, or do you have to make them work for it?
If you want to lose them, first date. If you want to keep them, you got to make them work for it because rich men like a challenge.
Good to know, ladies. Lock that in. Put that in the memory bank. More girth or length?
Length.
Length.
Yeah. Girth is too scary. If it's too thick, it's not for me.
It can be too tight.
Yeah.
Like, it's a golden balance, but if I did have to pick, I guess length. If length is length,
It's
you
less
need
scary.
it. And it makes it
Yeah.
more fun to give a nice little, you know,
Oh my God, you have more brain.
Yeah, you got more hands. You can stack and rack them better. Only being able to communicate in specific legal jargon in the bedroom, or only being able to make horse noises in the bedroom.
Legal jargon.
Legal jargon, really?
Listen, because I like smart men. So I feel like if him and I are going back and forth, it'll be kind of funny.
Wait, why is this giving like a romance novel? Shitty YA books. It is about two lawyers and they're like going to Pound Town, but like they're having some intellectual foreplay. Imagine them being, I don't even know law terms, but they're like, I'm gonna sue your ass.
You're like, I need a recess. You're like, yeah, wait, baby.
Guys, I'm gonna write a book after this. It's gonna be a lawyer on lawyer smut romance because now I'm actually into this. Okay. When you're about to finish, you may proceed. Court is adjourned. Okay, next one. Would you rather deal with somebody who's a really loud eater, they're chomping, or somebody who's a loud mouth breather? Loud breather, loud eater.
Chomper.
Chomper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd actually go for breather.
But see, like eating, that's only a couple times a day. Breathing,
True.
you're like,
You gotta breathe. You gotta wake up, sleep, eat. True. That's a tricky. Loud breather, loud eater. They're both gonna irk ya. One piece of advice you could give your younger self about love.
leave early.
Leave early. Yes.
Leave early.
Don't hang on. Don't hang on for potential or things might
like
get
you.
better. No.
You don't like you. Just leave.
Don't play games. I love that. That is so sweet, simple,
Yeah.
so lawyer, so
Leave early.
simple, and honestly to the gut. I love that. That
Get
is
straight to
good
the
advice.
point. Just leave.
Whether they're treating you like shit, you're unsure about the future, they're not going where you want to go, cut it off.
It's not going to get better.
I love that. This was an amazing episode. I had so much fun, guys.
Thanks for
Leah might just be coming back. New bestie, Team Edward. I live for this. I will put all her links down below. Check her out. She is hilarious. She has some really funny talking TikToks if you want to hear her. I will see you next Sunday for another episode of Girl Core. Bye.